Let's jump into problem 10.8a, a problem on asset retirement obligations. You'll hear me call these AROs, asset retirement obligations. So what is an ARO? It is when you buy a certain type of asset. Think of a mine, a landfill, a gas station, something where when you're done with it, you have a legal obligation to put it back in working order. So, like you might damage the ground or do some environmental stuff, the negative stuff, and you have an obligation to like put things back in a good way. And so that's what an ARO is. Now, let's imagine, again, you bought $1 million gas station. So you go, okay, debit, gas station assets, credit, cash, $1 million. And the government says, by the way, in 20 years, you're going to have to remediate this site and it's going to cost you $100,000. You have to include the $100,000 remediation cost in the cost of your asset, even though you haven't paid it yet. You have this obligation. And not only that, you got to do the present value because it's happening in 20 years from now. That's the idea of AROs. Let's have a look at the question. On January 1st, 2031, Northern Chemicals constructed a special chemical processing reactor. The direct costs of materials and labor to construct the reactor were $400,000. Assumed cash was paid to cover these costs. The reactor had an estimated useful life of 10 years and no residual value. So if we're just depreciating the reactor as it sits here based on this information, it's pretty easy. You go $400,000 minus zero residual value divided by 10 years is 40 grand a year. Bob's your uncle. You're off to the races. But ARO question adds a little complication to our lives. Legally, Northern is required to dismantle the reactor and remediate the soil at the end of its useful life. Okay, so we have an obligation here. Environmental engineers estimate the cost to dismantle the reactor will be $80,000 payable on December 31st, 2040, the end of the reactor's 10-year life. The appropriate discount rate is 5%. So we're going to have to pay $80,000, but we're not going to have to pay the $80,000 until 2040. And today it's 2031, like 10 years from now. And so what we got to say is, what is $80,000 in 2040 worth today? And this sort of assumes away inflation, which obviously might affect our estimates as well. But let's say the engineers, when they came up with their number, they've included inflation baked into that number. So we got to say, well, what is the $80,000 in today's dollars? All right. So we're going to be paying $80,000 in 10 years. What is that today? What is that obligation today? And we go 80,000 divided by 1 plus the discount rate, 1.05 to the power of the number of years, 10. So 1.05. I hit this X to the Y button, 10. So 1.62, 80,000 divided by 1.62, I go 1 over X times 80,000. That's the same thing. 49,113. Okay, 49,113. That's our answer to part A. Part A says calculate the present value of the ARO, 49,113. So $80,000 10 years from now is worth $49,000 today. That's the obligation we put on our books. Journal entry B, or part B, says put it on the books. Do the journal entry. So let's put it on the books. Let's do the journal entry. Prepare the journal entry to record the construction of the reactor and recognition of the ARO, January 1st, 2031. So Jan 1, 2031. I always deal with cash first. Credit cash, $400K. We just said there was an ARO. That's a liability, asset retirement obligation of 49,113, and that means the asset. I'm going to call this a reactor. We could call it a vat or a chemical. I'm just going to say a reactor. It's equipment essentially, but I'll just for our purposes call it reactor. 449,113. So the reactor is actually on the books for the 400 grand we paid for it, but also the about $50,000 in retirement costs. And again, that's the present value of $80,000 we're going to be paying in 10 years. Okay, that's B. C. Prepare the journal entry for depreciation expense. The year ended December 31st, 2031. Straight line. Okay, easy entry. This is like intro accounting stuff. The intro, I date it wrong as I'm saying how easy it is. Just about to make an error. So we have this reactor that's 449,113, no residual value, divide by the number of years, and we get, I could do this math in my head, 44, 44911.3. Let me just do it in the calculator though. 4491113 divided by 10. Yeah, 44911.3. So that's our depreciation, and we would depreciate it down to 0 over the 10-year life. So debit, depreciation, expense, credit, accumulated depreciation, reactor for 44911. 44911. That's C. On to D. It says prepare the journal entry for the accretion expense, aka interest expense. You IFRS folks, it's interest expense. You US GAAP and Canadian GAAP ASPE will be accretion expense. But we're talking about the same thing. And the idea here is I have this obligation of 49 grand. By the end of this, it's going to be an obligation of $80,000, and I've just got to grow it by 5% a year. Yeah, 5% a year, that discount rate. So how does it grow? Well, it's interest, right? It's basically I'm financing an $80,000 obligation. Right now it's 49 and it's going to grow each year. And after 10 years, it's going to be 80. Okay. So 49113. So the math here is pretty straightforward. You go 49113. It's got to grow by 5%. So times 0.05 is 2456. So how do I make it grow? Well, to make a obligation grow, you credit it, credit ARO by 2456, debit, and this is where we have US GAAP, accretion, expense, IFRS, you're going to call this interest, expense. I don't really have a preference between the two. And the journal entry is December 31st, 2031. In other words, I don't have a preference who I think gets it more right or more wrong. I think they're both fine. In your classroom, though, your professor and your textbook will have a preference. So you're not picking both of these. You pick the one that matches your textbook and your professor. But there we go. We've solved 10.8a, folks. As always, if you make it to the end of the video, I always appreciate a like or a sub. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. The next video in our series is right up here. And if you want a supercut of all of the videos in this series, that's the one down below.